Good morning, Monday morning. Today's going to be quite interesting. First of all, I worked out this morning at 4:45 and we changed the clocks, so it was sunrise at like 5:30. That was amazing. Heading now to a place I don't think I've ever been. Kfar Vitkin, I think it's called, in northern Israel. Going to HQ of EdgyBees. You might recall I interviewed them a couple of weeks ago. Adam, the CEO of a drone software company. That's going to be amazing. Hopefully we'll get some epic droning in. After that, heading to Herzliya to meet Miriam Schwab and Josh Lawrence, a really, really cool company. More about that later. Heading to Prove after that, a couple of meetings later on. All in all, it's going to be a jam-packed and a pretty great day. I think we're approaching episode 100. One or two more episodes, and that's it. Oh, and lunch today? Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about that. But anyway, a couple of days off to Palo Alto. All in all, pretty excited about the next couple of weeks. Let's do this. An hour and a half drive later, I made it to Kfar Vitkin in northern Israel. EdgyBees is one of the only companies that I drive that far to see. Also, it's raining. I don't know how durable the GH5 is in rain, so I'm gonna go inside. Okay, so I am in this place called Kfar Vitkin. Never been here before. What's the nearest city to where we are right now?
Netanya.
Netanya, okay. So, beautiful place. It's raining. It doesn't rain in Israel. Super random. But, like I said earlier, there are not many companies in Israel or in the world, actually, that I would get up I got up much earlier, but leave my house at 6:30 in the morning to make an 8:30 meeting in a place I've never been and drive for like literally almost 2 hours. But EdgyBees is one of those companies, and I think, without sounding too dramatic, that you guys are building the future of drones. But let's back up. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Menashe. I'm a co-founder of EdgyBees. I'm the CTO of the company.
Okay. Give me a little background here because, well, you can't give me a little background because your background is insane. Give me some background.
So I'm...
Listen carefully to this.
Going very quickly, I'm a veteran of 8200. Been in the industry for about 20 years now.
8200 is the military unit where basically many Israeli entrepreneurs come out of. You learn tech, you learn innovation, you learn all kinds of cool stuff in 8200, yes.
Relocated to Silicon Valley after my wife when she was offered the fellowship position. So I'm the high-tech entrepreneur that relocated to Silicon Valley to be a babysitter.
Okay. And your wife is also super brainy.
She's a doctor.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay.
And over there I ended up with Amazon. I did a couple of stuff. Been involved with the early Doppler, what is now known as Amazon Echo with Alexa.
Wait, so if I'm pushing too hard, you can tell me I'm not allowed to talk about it, but how early are we talking?
This was 2011-ish. 2010, something.
I mean, your co-founder might have mentioned to me that you literally wrote the first line of code for the Amazon Echo.
Not the first line of code, but the definition documents, the SRD, system requirement documents. I wrote the very original.
So one might say you are the founder of the Amazon Echo. Okay.
I'm one of.
Okay. So how long were you at Amazon for?
I was there for about 3 years. I headed the development of the Amazon Fire TV platform.
Okay.
So the set-top box for the Amazon.
How's that doing?
Exceptionally well.
Really?
It's an amazing product and it's doing extremely well.
Okay.
Been a very hectic time, near-death experience, but we launched it on schedule and it did and does great in the market. People love it.
And then after that,
and then I returned to Israel just as a...
Didn't you do other things? Sorry for interrupting you, but you'll forgive me. But didn't you do something else at Amazon? Because again, your co-founder mentioned to me something about drones.
So that was in Israel. So my wife's fellowship was completed. We returned to Israel. Just at the time, Amazon opened the branch for the Prime Air drones development in Israel. I got in touch with these guys because Amazon is a great company. I love Amazon philosophy and all that. And I really want to stay with the company.
Right.
So I got in touch with these guys and told them that I want to join the team. And one thing led to another, and I ended up heading the team in Israel. I founded the office here and ran it for its first year of existence.
Let me just get this straight. You started the Amazon Echo, then you worked on Amazon TV, and then you head up the Amazon Prime Air drone program.
In Israel, not the whole program.
What's going on with that program today?
I really don't know. I've been out for almost 2 years. They continue working. I don't know what the current status is. I still have friends there, but they don't speak.
Let me ask you a question. In your opinion, not from inside information, but just from your professional opinion, will we be receiving Amazon packages in the future by drone?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. Okay. Well, you heard it here first. Okay. Then, after you left Amazon?
Yeah, and then this is what got me hooked on drones, really. playing with them day in and day out. And somebody told me that being an entrepreneur is a chronic disease. You never get over it. And at some point, I got another attack of being an entrepreneur, and I had to do something of my own again. And just around that time, I met Adam. We started chatting about drones because that was my life at the time. And
how did you meet him, by the way? How did you meet Adam?
Our kids go to the same school together. We're sort of neighbors. And we actually started chatting one Friday, waiting to pick them up from school.
Love it. Okay, that's such an awesome story. That's a story you usually hear in Silicon Valley, not so much in Israel, but I love it. Okay, so then...
I got Adam to buy a drone. Well, I told him how drones are great, so Adam went and bought a drone and flown it a couple of times and came back and complained that it's boring. And
Pass me my drone here for a second. So, as you guys know, I'm sure you've seen, I have a whole collection of drones at home, and I have here the DJI Mavic Pro, which is, I would say, in my opinion, I mean, there's better drones out there. There's the Inspire 2, and there's the Phantom, but in my opinion, this is the best drone out there because it is the perfect balance of, portability, durability, and 4K video, unlike the Spark, which takes 1080. And I have to say, as a major droney, and I love drones, you're completely right. Because, and people say this to me all the time, all right, you take off, you take some cool footage, then what? Right? There's not much else you can do until now.
So the then what for Adam was to start doing crazy stuff. So he started flying too close to trees. Let's see if I can go under this bridge, etc. And he told me next Friday that we met at school again. And I told him, dude, like, if a drone meets a tree, the tree is gonna win. When you fly a drone, if the drone is like 20 meters or more away from you, you fly it through the mobile display because it's too far. You don't have the depth perception any longer. And if you fly it through this display, I could add all these obstacles.
Right.
To be virtual, and this got us thinking like, okay, so we could do something virtual on top of the drone and augment the experience.
I was just gonna say AR. It sounds like AR.
Yeah. So this is, we didn't even say AR at the time. We just said, okay, let's add some virtual stuff into it.
So translating what you're saying, you were doing AR before it was cool to do AR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that Apple's doing AR, it's gonna go completely mainstream as it always does. And you guys were one of the first to market, probably the first to market to create AR on drones. But that was kind of a game that I downloaded, I played around with. But that's not the future of the company. What is the future of this company?
Yes. So
what is EdgyBees, by the way?
EdgyBees, it's an experience that happened to us. We thought we were going to be a gaming company, and we looked for a hype name. And during one of the first test flights of the game, our third co-founder, Nitai, went out to fly a drone and came a long time later. Like, he was out much longer than a battery flight time. And he told me this crazy story that he started flying and a swarm of bees attacked the drone, probably because of the buzzing.
Wow.
And he had to land it and wait for a long while before they left it, so he could pick up the drone.
So that's how you named your company.
So yeah, so this was the name of the company.
That's funny.
And we thought we were gonna be doing games. We released the game. DJI put lots of press behind us, which was great.
They partnered with DJI.
And but then reality happened, and companies, enterprises started coming to us and said, guys, well, you built an awesome technology, why not put it to use? Like, games are neat and stuff, but we can do much more with this.
Think flying, and instead of just not knowing what's under you, seeing a map under you in augmented reality. In real time, as you're flying, you see the entire map. Think of there are hundreds of use cases. Think of safety and security and a million things that I can't, some things that obviously we can't talk about, I can't talk about, he can't talk about, but any use case that you can imagine these guys are doing, and it's wild. By the way, do you know how I came across this company? Do you know?
No.
I read about DJI and your partnership on TechCrunch, and I reached out. I'm like, how do I not know about an Israeli company doing drones, partnering with, because I work with DJI. I'm a influencer / whatever blogger. They send me all their stuff, and I work closely with them in China. And I'm Mr. Droney in Israel. How do I not know about an Israeli company that's doing drones and partnering with DJI? So I reached out to Adam on LinkedIn. I think it was probably 5-6 months ago, and then we set a meeting, and we postponed it, I think, 4 or 5 times. That was a couple of weeks ago.
Working with DJI for quite a long time now, this company is it's amazing. It's very unique. They are growing so fast. It's like the Wild West, conquering of the Wild West. Many people running as fast as they can, and each one doing something else, not very coordinated because there's so much territory to be conquered.
Right.
They are, yeah.
A lot of people compare them to the Apple of drones, although Apple's a little bit more systematic, I would say, in their business. But their market share is
Yeah,
like 90% market share.
Well, I think it depends on exactly how you define the market, but we use the figure 75%. But there are 3 times as large as all the competition
I'm
combined.
pretty sure I heard more than that. But who
Maybe,
else is there?
I don't know.
Who's the second biggest? Parrot?
There's Parrot, there's Intel, there's Xiaomi, there's Unique, there's all sorts
they're
of
tiny.
Yeah,
Parrot,
all
I
of
think
them are all of them are tiny.
I have the Bebop 2 at home, Parrot Bebop 2. They sent it to me. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. I like it. You can do tons of flips. You can do tons of cool stuff, but you cannot even compare.
No,
Sorry,
it's
Parrot. You can't compare at all.
the technology, the quality of the DJI technology is currently unsurpassed.
We're gonna fly the Inspire soon. Hopefully, if the rain chills out a little bit. I've never flown an Inspire before. That's the. By the way, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the more professional level drones that DJI has. They have more professional ones.
Oh yeah.
But the Inspire is one level above the Phantom, which is one level above the Mavic, which is one level above the Spark. That makes sense?
Yeah, well, you could argue about Phantom and Mavic.
Yeah, because they both take 4K, but the Phantom's more of a production.
Yeah.
That's
That's true. But like they go to very heavy platforms that can fly very long time.
What's the farthest you've ever taken a drone?
I'm afraid, yeah.
I hear that. All right, so just give me real quick the future of this company, whatever you're allowed to talk about. Where do you see this? Like, you guys are growing incredibly fast in terms of business, in terms of just scale in the company. What can you tell me about the future of EdgyBees?
So I think really what's interesting about EdgyBees, well, not even about EdgyBees, about the industry, is that drones now really democratize the skies. Like anybody, if 5 years ago only very sophisticated, very professional people could fly anything, anybody could fly.
Love that.
But it's just the first step. And why is that? Because you're still limited with what you can do once you're in the skies, right? You can only, for the time being, fly a very limited range of applications, mainly for photography. You have some mapping, some surveillance, but that's it. And there are all these cool hackers at home that have great ideas of what you can do with a drone, but for the time being, drones are not accessible yet. Now, what we have developed really is the ability for anybody to approach drones and develop applications on them. So the software of EdgyBees in the long run will be a platform that provides anybody all the capabilities they need in order to write a program for a drone and access the skies.
In other words, you are building the App Store for drones.
We are building the App Store and the API for drones.
Love it. Yes. I just want to say, I don't know if anyone's ever taken the tagline democratizing the skies, but if not, please, for the love of God, make that the tagline of this company, because I love that. I'll tell you why, and I've talked about this before on the vlog, but you're not going to find many common threads between all the hot tech companies today, but there is, in my opinion, one common thread, and that is that they're democratizing something, right? If you look at Facebook, right? Yeah, of course, Facebook is massive scale, but if you think about it, really, take 10 steps back and think about what they're really doing, and all social media in general it's democratizing influence. Right? Once upon a time, for me to have a voice, I would need a PhD in journalism and be a writer for the New York Times. Today, anybody can, in 140 characters, literally change people's opinions. You can influence people's opinions. So social media has democratized influence, right? Look at Uber, democratized transportation. Uber, Lyft, all the rest of them. Look at Airbnb, democratized hospitality, right? Every company, in my opinion, that's hot, has taken something and totally just brought it down from here to here and democratized it. And I love the concept of democratizing the skies. That is amazing. It's an amazing tagline, by the way. I literally don't know if someone else took it, but if not, this tagline. Anyway, listen, amazing. Really, I'm very happy I came out here because, like I said, there are not many companies that could bring me out to this random place so early in the morning, but you guys are just phenomenal. And I'm gonna say on camera what I told Adam in our last meeting. Anything I can do to help you guys in any way, shape, or form, you know where to find me, because this is, in my opinion, going to be an explosive industry in space, drone space, and I think you guys are going to be a major leader, and you already are, but you're going to increase in your leadership and ownership of this space. So good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. I've flown the Mavic, I've flown the Phantom, I've flown the Spark. We're about to fly the Inspire. That is the professional drone. Look what it comes in. That is insane. Who are you?
I'm Itai.
Itai, co-founder?
Co-founder of EdgyBees, yeah.
Love it. And you're the drone guy. There's the tech guy, there's the business guy, you're the drone guy. This is Inspire. Let's go. That is amazing. Now I'm flying my drone with their software. They have an app letting me beta test it on the Mavic. The Mavic, while it's smaller and a less good sensor than the Inspire, it flies 10 times longer range. So the Inspire can only go like 1.5 kilometers, maybe like half a mile or something, a little more than half a mile. The Mavic flies for like 4 miles. So I'm gonna bring it far out. I'm gonna bring it out and test their software. We're installing it right now. I made it to the Arena Mall where I'm meeting Stratic, Miriam Schwab, and Josh Lawrence. And you've seen this before, but these cars that are parked in the parking lot are insane. My birthday is November 13th, just saying. Stopped off at Prove HQ for a meeting. The view today is something to behold. That's all. Heading to the meeting now. Then a lunch meeting. I am forbidden from recording. Remember how I said yesterday, I can't remember such strong winds in Tel Aviv? Well, today's even stronger. I'm in Herzliya though. Amazing place here at Herbert Samuel, one of my favorite restaurants. Meeting my boy Benny Shaviv and another person that he introduced me to that I'm unfortunately not able to get on camera. It's going to be an epic meeting, but I cannot record it. So now's the time to say, see you tomorrow.